So this is going to be kind of a big ramble video. I have a lot of things to talk about, but it really doesn't fit into everything. Um, I just have, I don't know, there's things I want to talk about, and I just kind of feel like letting it all out. Kind of venting a little, kind of raving a little about a few things, but it doesn't really fit into like one category. It's not like my beauty favorites or anything. I don't really think much of it has to, if any, has to do with beauty at all. I don't think of anything that has beauty at all, but I just felt like putting up a vlog. So, oh wait, there is something beauty related that I'm bummed out about, but I'll get to that in a minute. So, I started a job in May of this year. I had been unemployed for almost 2 years, and I had been actively looking for a really long time. So when a job came along that I got an offer for, I jumped on it, even though I was pretty sure that I didn't like the way that I would be paid. I didn't like the way that things were run, and I just didn't get a good feeling about it in general. But I did stick it out until last week. I was working in sales. I was working in retail. I can't say where I worked because I had to sign like a disclosure that I couldn't blog about it. I couldn't say anything about it. I'll just say that I worked at a department store, and that's all I can really say. I got hired on as on call, on commission, which I knew it was a bad idea when I did it, but I really needed a job, so I went ahead and I took it. And what they do, if you've worked in commission before, and I don't know if everybody works in commission, I had only worked base pay and commission before, and I was okay with that because I was still getting my base pay. Now, they can't give you less than your hourly wage. Like, they give you an hourly wage, and that is they call it your draw rate, and you're supposed to make enough to cover that draw rate to keep yourself out of deficit. And when you're in deficit, you owe the company money, and so if you end up making any excess, then that goes to getting you out of deficit. Now, I was in deficit from when I started until I ended, and I was always about $300 in deficit. This is because it's not a very quick season right now. There aren't a lot of shoppers, and maybe I could have gotten out of deficit during the holidays. I don't know. I didn't even get out of deficit during back to school. I almost got out, but then I went directly back in again. Sometimes they'll put 5-6 people with you to work with, and the mall will be completely dead. If there aren't any customers to sell to, then I can't I can't reach anywhere near the amount that I need to make to cover myself, which would be about $2,000 a day. Now, if any of you work in retail, you know how slow it can be. I mean, sometimes I wouldn't even see a customer for 5 or 6 hours, and I was working in a department where it didn't typically have a lot of expensive items. Like, the most expensive item would be about $60. Sometimes people buy 2 of those, sometimes not. But it was a department where it wasn't like a necessity, so it was hard to sell things to people then too. And the thing that always bothered me is that I had applied to be part-time non-commission sales, and then when I got there, they told me everybody is on call, or everybody's being hired on call, and everyone is on commission, which ended up not being true because there are departments that aren't on commission. And apparently this store is one of the few stores that still has a commission system. And despite me asking to be telling people, I just kept saying that I didn't like being on commission. I didn't want to be on commission. And also I was upset because I was promised a part-time permanent position in a department, and they told me that like 2 weeks after I started, and then they kept telling me that it wasn't available, and then about 3 weeks ago they hired somebody for a permanent part-time position in that department. I thought the position wasn't available. So the thing that I didn't like about being on call, well, I don't mind not working a lot of hours. I have kind of a medical condition where I can't really, I can work full time, but I don't think I'd be able to work full time retail because I have fibromyalgia, I have a disease in my joints, also with connective tissue, and it causes me a lot of pain if I stand up for a long period of time and lifting and picking things up and moving everything around and taking all the clothes back. And you know, you look at clothes and you pick up a 2 or 3 shirts and you don't think they're heavy, but when you're trying to carry back like 6 or 7, maybe 10, they seem really heavy. No. Come here. No, be quiet. So it would just, it wore down on me, and I ended up getting really sick, and I ended up having to leave, and when I left, it was a difficult process as well. I couldn't get a hold of anybody that I needed to talk to, and it was just a mess. And the reason why this ends up being beauty related is I forgot all about venomous villains coming out, and now how am I going to pay for it? I didn't get anything from Fabulous Felines, which I really wanted to buy things from because I was paying medical bills for when I went to the hospital. Don't mind my dog. So I had to pay all those medical bills, and I was paying all medical bills, and I haven't really been able to buy anything. And I really wanted to get a bunch of things in Fabulous Felines, but I just did not get a chance to. My camera's all bouncing around because my laptop is on my bed and my camera's on my laptop and my dog is running around on my bed. Yeah, I don't get to get anything from Venomous Villains unless I find a job while it's still available, but some of the things that I want are already sold out on the website. Bummer. Another thing, shh, 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 shh. Another thing that I got really excited about is that Nintendo announced last night, early this morning, I don't know, that's when I saw it, the release date and the price of the 3DS. Now, I'm a total Nintendo girl. A lot of people already know that. Xbox is fun, but Nintendo is where my heart is. So, they announced that, and they said that in Japan, it's coming out February 26, 2011, and in America and in Europe, it will be March 2011. I can't wait. I was kind of hoping that it would come out during the holiday season so I could make somebody buy it for me for Christmas, but you know, I don't see that happening. Maybe somebody can get it for me for my birthday, but my birthday's all the way in June, and I don't want to wait that long. But here I am complaining about this, and I don't have a job, and I don't know how I'm going to buy it. How am I going to buy Kirby Epic Yarn? This is a real dilemma to me. I need Kirby Epic Yarn. Really bad. Oh, and I am disappointed there isn't any kind of pre-order bonus for Kirby Epic Yarn. Come on, Nintendo. Come on, GameStop. No pre-order for Kirby, although that Sonic Colors hat is kind of cool. I wanted something for Kirby. Okay, so the price point, I know I completely forgot to say this, the price point for the DSi, or the 3DS is going to be 2,500 yen, which is about $300. A lot of people are upset with the price, and it kind of did shock me a little too. But I do remember they said that they kind of consider it to be another console, which is what they were saying at E3. I had just a total brain blah. So I kind of expected it to be about $249. $300? We'll see. I really do want it because I do need to upgrade my DS because my DS is like the original fat one. The silver, fat, just... I've had that thing for so long. So I really do want to update it. I'm super excited though. I cannot wait to play this, to go in the store and play it and see what it's like. I just can't wait. I can't wait. I really want to keep making videos every day, but I don't know. Is every day overkill? Or I don't know, because I was thinking of doing a couple of tags, and then I do reviews, but I haven't bought anything new lately. But maybe 3 times a week. I really do want to get on my video game making game. I know I've been awful about this. I just, when I was working, I would just be so busy because even though I was supposed to be part-time, they would make me work 30, 35 hours a week, even though I told them that I can't work full-time hours because they listen to you at places where you work. So right now I'm looking for another job actively. The only problem is I have to leave for a week next month. From like the 16th to the end of that week, I go to see my grandfather every week. Not every week, every October I go see my grandfather in Tennessee. So I'm happy about that because I don't get to travel a lot, but that is something that I can't always look forward to. So that kind of makes things weird for people wanting to hire. I saw that Lush is hiring, and I'd really like to work there, I think. Even though it's retail, I'm kind of looking for office-y stuff. I think I'd like to do seasonal with Lush. My grandmother lives with us. I don't know if I've talked about that. My grandmother had 2 strokes, and she lives with us. And she recently turned 87, and we had her birthday party on Sunday down at my uncle and aunt's, and unfortunately she fell and she broke her hip. She has to have 2 screws put in, and I don't know, they keep saying the operation, like they said, oh, the operation's me at 2 yesterday, and then they said, oh wait, we're pushing it till 5, and then they said, oh, we're canceling it, and I haven't heard anything back from my aunt yet today. So I don't know what's going on with the status of that. And the only reason why I really say this about my grandmother is because she does live with us, and I do help take care of her a lot. So I guess that's a big part of my life. This is more of just kind of more of a personal vloggy. What are you doing? She must be looking for a toy or something. So that's the only reason why I bring it in. I just felt like making a video, but I haven't been inspired lately. I feel like doing a tag or something, but I feel like everybody's done the same tags and nobody wants to hear the same one again. But I think I am going to go ahead and do that because, it's just something to do. I want to make at least 3 videos a week from now on. And I hope that I can hold myself to that. I really like that I can make videos longer than 10 minutes now because normally I'd have to shut myself up. But I am getting kind of close to the end. I am thinking of doing makeup tutorials. The only thing is I would have to bring in my other camera because I don't think that you guys would be able to see what I'm doing. I mean, I don't even know if you can even tell how I did my makeup. Which isn't very good right now because I have allergies and I rubbed it and I ruined it all. But I mean, I don't even think anybody, if I were to be like, I'm applying the color in my crease, I don't think anybody would be able to tell what I'm doing. So I'd have to bring out my other camera, and I don't really have editing software, so I'm not sure what to do about that. But I'm going to try one out next week and see how that goes. Alright, well, I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.